Hey guys, what's up? This is James Hernandez. How you all doing? And welcome to another video. And today I'm going to be doing a comic book review, which I have been requested, and I'm sure you guys have been waiting for me to do another comic book review ever since the last comic book I reviewed on my channel was Spider-Man, Iron Man, and Hulk. So this comic book I'm going to review is I have been requested by my friend Pete, and I got this for Christmas by my friend Quantum, and that is the crossover between the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Naruto. Yes, that's right, everyone. This crossover is real. This is actually one of the most unexpected crossovers that I had never thought that we were going to experience. Although this is not the first comic anime crossover that we had, because back then there was a crossover, like two crossovers between Gotchaman and Witchblade, and there was also a crossover between Gotchaman and the Thundercats. Now, as for the Ninja Turtles, they have been crossing over with pretty much with everybody. Like, we got the crossovers with the Ninja Turtles and Batman. Like, there was like 3 comics, and then there was Batman TMNT Adventures, which I actually also reviewed on this channel. And there was also an animated movie, Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And then the Ninja Turtles was in Injustice 2 as a new DLC characters. And they also did a crossover between the Ghostbusters, and then they did a crossover with Stranger Things. Yeah, I'm not joking. There was a Ninja Turtles Stranger Things crossover. And then they also crossed over with the Power Rangers twice. One in the TV show with Power Rangers in Space with the Ninja Turtles Next Mutation, and there was also a crossover between the Ninja Turtles and the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which is the original Power Rangers. And of course, the Ninja Turtles has just recently appeared in the Call of Duty game, which I thought it was pretty weird, in my opinion, even though I don't really play Call of Duty. But when I heard that the Ninja Turtles are going to be in the Call of Duty game, I was like, wait, what's going on here? But anyways, this is a crossover between the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Naruto. I'm very excited to review this comic book because I never thought that this crossover was going to be a thing, considering that we don't really get a lot of crossovers with anime because you had to like ask permission from the creators of every single Japanese anime to appear in the Western comics to do a crossover with American comic book companies. So so yeah, I thought this looks really interesting because I thought it really does make sense because considering that both the Ninja Turtles and Naruto has something to do with ninjas, and Naruto is about ninjas and the Ninja Turtles is about ninjas because the Ninja Turtles are ninjas. So anyways, guys, so let's talk about what's going on in the story. So the first issue begins with Team 7, which is likes of Kakashi, Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke are helping April O'Neil to head back to the Big Apple village, which is so funny because of the Big Apple right here is basically New York City, which is the city that us Americans live in, but it's basically called the Big Apple City because they want to like keep in spirit like that the Ninja Turtles exist in the Naruto universe. So I thought that sounds really strange. So as Team 7 is leading April O'Neil back to New York, um, April O'Neil was telling Kakashi, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura about Baxter Stockman, and he is like planning to do a mutation with the ninjas as well as the animals, and they wanted to like create like monstrous mutant ninjas. So then Naruto was like, "Oh, so they're combining humans and animals to create monsters?" And then as for Sasuke, he says, "That sounds really dangerous as it reminds him of Orochimaru." So as April O'Neil was about to also going to explain like more of the situation of like what Baxter Stockman is planning, they were suddenly interrupted and they encountered the Foot Clan. And the Foot Clan is ordering Team 7 to hand over April O'Neil to them. And then Kakashi looks at them and he's like, "Oh, hand? didn't you just call yourself like the Foot Clan?" Which is like actually a really funny quote from Kakashi because I don't know, he just like makes like a joke. It was like, "Oh, you guys call yourself the Foot Clan, then why don't you use your feet being ninjas?" And then the Foot Clan basically got pissed off, and then they were about to fight Team Seven. But then just as about they were about to fight Team Seven, the Pack of Smoke appears right next to the Foot Clan, and then they were attacked by the Ninja Turtles and Master Splinter. So it causes the Foot Clan to retreat, and that is where Team Seven met with the Ninja Turtles. And look how the Ninja Turtles look and how they're wearing their mask. Like, look at this. Like, does these masks actually look like something like Kunimitsu from Tekken, or like one of those masks that the Ninja Turtles appeared in the Naruto universe? I thought it looks really cool, don't you think? I personally think so. So then like Leonardo orders Team Seven to let April O'Neil go, and then Master Splinter was like, teenagers, what are you gonna do? So then like it comes to like one of those like misunderstanding cliches that you would see in crossovers where the heroes basically just like fight each other because one of them thought was like the common enemy of their arch nemesis. So April O'Neil was trying to like tell the team to like to stop fighting, but then she was like, "Oh wait, I want to get this on camera, so I'm gonna record this like this whole battle sequence." So Team Seven and the Ninja Turtles went toe to toe against each other. So we got Leonardo fighting Sasuke, and I know some of you guys are wondering why Leonardo doesn't go up against Naruto instead of Sasuke. It doesn't make sense. Well, I can understand why, but at the same time, the reason why I see Leonardo fighting Sasuke is because even though Leonardo is the leader of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and while Sasuke might not be the leader of Team Seven, but when Kakashi is not with him, Sakura, or even Naruto, excuse me, folks, Sasuke really does had his own leadership skills. Like as when I was like watching like the episodes of the original Naruto, he does have his own like leadership skills, and I was like, okay, it makes sense. When he fights Leonardo, it's not because Leonardo's mask is blue and Sasuke's shirt is blue as well, but they also have like to deal with like Leonardo says to Sasuke that he is like he's doing whatever he does whatever he can to like to protect his brothers, whereas like Sasuke's backstory about his brother Itachi is very complicated, to say the least, especially if you watch like the horrific backstory of Sasuke when Itachi just murdered the Uchiha clan, and that's where Sasuke lost respect for Itachi, and then he wants to go after him to get his revenge on Itachi for murdering his Uchiha clan. So yeah, so Leonardo and Sasuke were fighting, and then we got to see Raphael fighting Sakura. And what's really funny about this fight is that Raphael was like, "Oh, come on, why do I gotta fight this girl? I want to fight like this. I want to fight Sasuke instead." But as soon as Sakura was about to attack Raphael, well, first she actually like hurts Raphael like on his back on the back of his turtle shell, and then when Sakura like punches like the ground, as she is like very strong and she's a really good fighter in terms of combat because she has been fighting alongside Sasuke and Naruto, and she was trained by Kakashi and Lady Tsunade. So as soon as Sakura punches the ground, it scares the bejesus out of Raphael. And then when Sakura was like, "Oh, you still wish that you were fighting someone else instead of me?" And then Raphael was like, "Oh crap, this girl's temper is a lot worse than mine. She really like scares the bejesus out of me. Holy crap." So, and then we got to see Naruto fighting Donatello and Michelangelo. Now, I know you guys are wondering why Naruto is fighting Donatello, but that doesn't make sense. Well, while Naruto might not be as intelligent as Donatello, he may not be a genius like Donnie, but he does have some intelligence in him. He might not be a genius like I kept saying, but he does have some intelligence in him. And so I can understand like why they put Naruto against Donatello. as for Michelangelo, it really does make sense because like this Naruto, and yes, I forgot to mention early in this video, guys, that the Naruto that they're using is part one Naruto. So they're using like the original Naruto in this story, crossing over with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So 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 when Naruto's fighting Michelangelo, it makes sense because like both of them are pretty much like the goofballs of the group, and you know Michelangelo is the youngest of the turtles, whereas like Naruto, he is like he's still like an obnoxious troublemaker, and he just like is so full of himself. So Donatello and Michelangelo had to like fight smart against Naruto because as soon as Naruto is summoning his shadow clones, um Donatello was like, okay, so we had to not waste our time on these clones, and we had to focus on which one is the real Naruto. So Michelangelo was like, okay, so I could basically do this all day just by knocking all these like Naruto clones, and that's what they were doing too, so they can find like which of these clones is actually the real Naruto as we know. And then the next fight we got to see is Kakashi going up against Master Splinter. Now this was the fight that I knew was going to happen because both Master Splinter and Kakashi are the senseis and teachers of the ninjas. Like Kakashi is the teacher of Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, while Master Splinter is the teacher and an adopted father of the Ninja Turtles. So Kakashi says that your team is powerful but lacks polish, and then Splinter says, "Oh, you know what? I was just thinking about the same thing as your team." So Kakashi threw Splinter, and then Kakashi does this technique like right here. Look, see, like you see that lightning technique that Splinter was using when he was fighting Kakashi. That's crazy. So then we got to see like the rest of the fights with Leonardo and Sasuke. Then we got Raphael and Sakura fighting, and then Raphael was like, "You're stronger than I ever suspected," and then Sakura was like, you know what? You're not as slow as you thought because turtles are like not the fastest creatures, but you're really good at fighting." And these two actually were coming off as evenly matched. Now, the thing about the fights between Team 7 and the Ninja Turtles, if this was an actual research fight, then I don't see the Turtles winning against Team 7 because let's face it that the Naruto characters are also pretty powerful, especially Naruto. Not on the same level as like Dragon Ball Z, like Goku, Vegeta, or even Piccolo or Trunks, but the Naruto characters are pretty skilled and very powerful, and they can have like all these techniques that the Ninja Turtles don't. But they're actually are making this fight to be like evenly matched, and they're like toning down like one of the Naruto characters' power techniques. So as when for Naruto fighting Michelangelo and Donatello, they still manage to to knock one of the clones. And then Naruto appears behind Michelangelo, and then when he punches Mikey, he thought that he punches Mikey's head off, and then he was freaking out by saying, "Oh snap! I didn't think I hit him that hard. Did I actually knock him out?" And then like it gives Donatello a opportunity to hit the real Naruto with his bow staff, and then he was just like, "No, you just told that on yourself." When Donatello actually got his advantage to knock the real Naruto after when they attack all of his clones. So then April O'Neil is still videotaping the situation and then was like, "Oh, this is going to come out very blurry, but this is still really fun to see." And then Master Splinter was like, Hold on, Leonardo." So Master Splinter actually stops the fight, and then he says, "Wow, your team is actually very impressive of rivaling with my sons." And then Sasuke was like, "Son, so we're up against a proper clan then?" And then Master Splinter says, "A clan? The foot has been rendered as a team meaningless here, but we're all as humble as a family." So then Kakashi uses his Sharingan from his eyes, and he uses that technique to take all the masks from the Ninja Turtles and Master Splinter's face. And then somehow, um, Kakashi and Master Splinter seems to have like a history together. Like by the end of this issue, where Kakashi says, "It's good to see you again, Hamato Yoshi." And this is where the first issue ends. So so my overall thoughts on this book. I thought this comic book crossover looks really interesting. Um, and this one also begs me a lot of questions of like, how does Kakashi and Master Splinter know each other? How did Team 7 manage to get into New York City? Where is this taking place? Is there like a multiverse in this story, or is it like, oh, it takes place like in the same universe where the Turtles and Naruto existed together, where it's like New York is right here and the Hitley village is over there. So this one actually begs me a lot of questions, and I'm also very curious about what other Naruto characters can we see in this crossover. Are we gonna see Hinata? Are we gonna see Ino, Shikamaru, Choji? Are we gonna see Jiraiya or Aruka? And as for the Ninja Turtles characters, are we gonna see Casey Jones? Are we gonna see Bebop and Rocksteady? Are we gonna see Krang? You know, or is just going to be the Ninja Turtles and Splinter, and or is it also going to be just Team 7 teaming up with the Turtles? So I'm actually am very curious about this because there is a second issue that also just came out, which I don't have it yet, but I am planning to like get the second issue very soon. So, but overall with this comic book, I thought it looks really cool. I thought the art style looks really nice. Especially on the Naruto characters. I like the mask that the Turtles and Master Splinter were wearing, and the fights where Team 7 was going up against the Turtles and Master Splinter was actually pretty cool, and it does look like they're very evenly matched against each other. Even though if this was a research fight, then I think Team 7 would just like destroy the Turtles, because let's face it, like if Naruto uses his like Rasengan and some other techniques that he also did, I think he would definitely will destroy Donnie and Mikey. And as for Kakashi and Splinter, I think Kakashi would destroy Master Splinter because of all these like techniques that he has, especially he has a Sharingan technique in his eye. And same thing I can say about Sakura and Sasuke when they went up against Leonardo and Raphael. So overall, I really like this issue. I want to say thank you to my friend Quantum if he's watching this, and I also want to say thank you to Pete if he's watching this too, for requesting me to review this comic ever since I got this for Christmas. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give the first issue of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Naruto crossover a solid 8 out of 10. If you're a fan of both Naruto and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, boy, do I got a crossover that you guys should go check out. Go pick this up. I will say go buy it, and I am very excited to see where the rest of the story is going to be. So, like I said, if you're a fan of both the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as well as Naruto, I would say go get this comic book, go to every comic book stores and go buy it. So guys, that is my review for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Naruto crossover. If you guys had read this comic, what did you guys think of it? Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? What other Naruto characters or other Ninja Turtles characters that you would like to see in this crossover? Comment below and let me know. And also, feel free to subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and turn on the notifications when I make new videos. And stay tuned for the next video that's, speaking of crossovers, that I'm going to be working on the 4th chapter of the Marvel Transformers crossover, which Pete has been asking me, are you going to continue making more Marvel versus Transformers chapter videos? And the answer is yes. I'm going to make the 4th chapter of the Marvel Transformers crossover. It's going to be pretty much like the longest one, because there's going to be a lot going on in the 4th chapter of the crossover between Marvel and Transformers. So yeah. So anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap the video right here. I hope you guys enjoy my review for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Naruto crossover. This is James Hernandez, signing out.